steroid use would not be high on my list. And let me be exact. Every football game that I watch, it seems, one of the commentators, almost always a football player, tries to get across that one of the goals of this game is to cause injury to the opposing quarterback. That's our goal in this game. Before the Super Bowl game, the question was, could they get Chandler out of the game? It was discussed as pregame strategy. Joe Paterno, who's supposed to be the paragon of college coaches. Some of you will remember the Miami-Penn State game for the national championship about 10 years ago. This was when Vinny Testaverde was the Miami quarterback, and Penn State won. And Testaverde completed a phenomenal number of passes. And after the game, Paterno in the locker room said, "We knew we couldn't stop Testaverde, and therefore what we tried to do was to hurt the wide receivers. Our plan was to let them catch the ball and then hurt them, possibly get them out of the game, or at least make them terrified so they would drop the ball." That kind of modeling bothers me for little kids playing football. I don't know that football has an essence, but I would hope that the essence of football is not to cause injury or to win the game by physically destroying the opponent. I would hope the essence of the game has to do with passing, running, leaping, tackling, and so on. Hockey coaches, Little League hockey coaches in my community, teach their players to try to hurt the opponent, not just to get him out of the play, to block him, but to hurt him. It's a principle. All of that kind of modeling of sport as causing injury is emulated. It's not emulated, it's taught. It's explicit, as it would be like the coach is saying, take drugs, they're good for you. So it's much more pernicious because it's much more widespread, and the kids do it because that's what not just their role models, but their coaches tell them. Now, do kids who take steroids do it because athletes take it? I don't know. It's plausible that they do, and if they do, that would be worrisome. But it wouldn't follow from that, for me, that just because athletes do all sorts of things, we should ban them. That is, it's sort of like the impeachment argument. Of course Clinton shouldn't have behaved the way he did with Monica. Does it follow from that we should kick him out of office? Well, that's a more complicated issue. Should we kick athletes out of the league who all drink, who smoke? I would rather kick athletes out of the league who intentionally maim. That's where I would start.